Well, hello folks. My name's Andrew Collins and I'm here from Toronto, Canada. Happy to be talking about speed playing. I want to thank Dan Miller and Bluegrass Unlimited for inviting me to talk about this. We've all been to mandolin workshops and seen our heroes answer our favorite question, which is, how did you learn to play so fast? And 9 times out of 10, I've heard players just say, well, eventually you just get there. You just got to be patient. And I wasn't a patient person when I was learning to play mandolin. I was meticulous, but I wasn't patient. And I discovered that a lot of players' right hands were a little bit different when they were playing really fast stuff than when they were playing, moderate tempo, intricate stuff. And I started to think about how I learned to play the mandolin, which was to think about every single note and every pick stroke and slow it down so I was really meticulous about every note I was playing. And I think that's the right way to go. However, with speed playing, your brain just can't work that fast and process each note as an individual experience. So what I tried to do was trick my body into being able to play eighth notes really quickly. When you look at a lot of mandolin speed tunes, often they're not really that technical. If you take bluegrass breakdown, for instance, a lot of that is basically just double stops and a tremolo that's playing eighth notes. So I thought I would look at a way to try and turn my tremolo into eighth notes. So the first thing we're going to do is grab out our trusty metronome. And I'm going to set it to a tempo that's outside of my comfort zone. So about 138 beats a minute is a good starting point for people. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and play 1 bar of eighth notes, starting and ending on the downbeat. So that's 9 pick strokes, 9 down ups. And I'm just going to loop this over and over again and just play on the A string. Then once you get that grooving and feeling like eighth notes where the downstrokes and upstrokes feel good, then you're ready to start to learn a tune. And I like to teach Daybreak and Dixie as a great starter tune for people because it has little bursts of eighth notes within it. So when you break it down as an exercise, you're going to be forced to get your fingers moving. So the melody goes like this. And we're not even going to try and play that much at first. What we want is have independence from the left hand and right hand. So I'm going to get my right hand going first. And when you start playing eighth notes, it's sort of like tapping your fingers. You just have to get them down in the right time and out of the way in time. So I'm just going to play the first phrase where I'm just sliding up to the 7th fret with my ring finger. But I'm not going to get both hands going at the same time. I'm going to give myself a bar of startup with this open A string, just like the exercise that I did. So I get the metronome going. So I'm sure many of you at home can do that. Now it may be sloppy at first and the work is taking that and making it clean, but I just want you to see that already you're able to play faster than you may have thought. So the next thing is moving on to the next phrase. And in this tune, the next phrase is a few eighth notes, which are like this. So 3 notes where you're going to have to throw your fingers down and get them out of the way in time for that open A string. So we're not going to just add this to the previous phrase. We're going to work on this just on its own. And again, starting getting the right hand going with those eighth notes. So you get that going on its own, and then you're ready to attach the first 2 phrases together. We're going to need to pay special attention to the transition between the two because we haven't practiced that yet. So that's where our first mistakes will likely come in. So look at this slowly a couple times. Okay, and then I'm going to speed it up and show you how to loop it. We get our hand going to the beat of eighth notes before we start trying to play it. And it'll be like this. So that's a quick look at how we can trick our body into being able to play faster, taking phrases and attaching all the movements as a single experience rather than each note and each pick stroke. Now again, it's going to start out sloppy, so you got to do the work to clean it up and have all the notes clear. And when you're doing that first exercise, I recommend really paying attention to getting your downstrokes and upstrokes to feel even. And then before you know it, you're playing at 138 beats a minute. So that's a brief look into my approach to learning how to play fast. Hopefully you'll take some of this and go and practice and start to show yourself that you can play way faster than you thought. I want to thank again Bluegrass Unlimited and Dan Miller for having me do this brief lesson. And I hope if you liked it, you'll come check me out on my website, andrewcollinstrio.com. I've got a whole bunch of workshops up there and a new one happening every month. And I just thank you so much for paying attention. I almost forgot to teach you the tune. So listen, there's no need to rush. Be as meticulous as possible and work one phrase at a time till you got it clean. And you'll be playing Daybreak and Dixie up to speed, clean as a bell in no time at all. Have a great day.